Welcome to Triad Middle School, also known as TMS.
I am very glad to be here. Can you tell me about the rules and other things about my school?
Of course. Let's look at the school handbook together.
Okay.
Remember to take it home, go over it with your parents, and both of you should sign the bright yellow paper in the middle. Tear that page out and return it to your teacher. Easy, huh?
I will put it in my book bag or binder so I will remember.
Your awesome new teacher will now read our mission statement, goals, and visions for our school. Read along, please.
That sounds cool. I hear you have character ed here too.
Yes, September is respect, October is responsibility, November is gratitude, December is fairness, January is cooperation, February is caring, March is honesty, April is pride, and May is citizenship.
How should my parents communicate with people at school?
Good question. They should call or email your teacher. We want to hear from them. If there is an emergency situation, they can call the school office. All the numbers they need are on headline.
What about after-school stuff?
We have some after-school or evening activities such as dances and Scholar Bowl. We also have sports for the 7th and 8th grade. Those things require good grades, and sports require a physical on file in the office. Athletics require a contract signed by you and your parents about behavior and grades. You can read more about this in the handbook if you sign up for something. Your sponsor or coach will tell you more. While we are on the subject, any activities at school require you to follow all school rules. Food brought to school parties, dances, or such, must be prepackaged and free of all peanut products in case someone has allergies. At evening events, students are expected to stay in designated areas and are not allowed to roam the school. You must be picked up on time because it's not fair to make chaperones stay late waiting for you to get a ride. Make sure you and your parents read the section on smoking. This is a smoke-free campus and no one is allowed to smoke anywhere in the building or on the school grounds.
I understand. Can you tell me about grades, homework, and junk?
Again, your advisory teacher will now read about grades and all the things you have asked. Listen and follow along.
What about attendance? What if I get sick and can't come to school? Or what if I get sick at school?
These are all excellent questions. First of all, if you follow some simple ideas about getting a good start at middle school, you will see it is a great place to be. For example, always use your agenda book to write down assignments. Be on time to all your classes. Have everything you need for class with you, like books, pencils, and paper. Take good care of your things and respect school and other students' property. If you don't understand something, ask questions. Study and do your homework. If you do all these things, middle school will be a breeze. Oh, I almost forgot. Please be kind, be helpful, and be respectful to everyone you meet here. Now your teacher will tell you about attendance and what to do if you get sick.
Thank you for telling me all this. I was worried about it a little. Tell me more. What do I do in the morning?
We begin school at 7:45 sharp. If you get here early, stand in the front door entrance and wait until 7:20. You can go down and get breakfast if you want then. If you ate at home, go to your advisory. You can use this time to go to your locker, get a lunch ticket, or ask your teacher questions. You have to be in your seat by 7:45 or you will be marked tardy. After school, if your parents are picking you up, you will need to meet them at the door by the large gym, because the buses will be parked in the front of the school. Your teacher will tell you about textbooks when he or she passes them out.
What about my birthday? I always get excited on that day. Can I pass out invitations and get balloons?
You cannot get flower or balloon deliveries at school. You should also mail your invitations or give them to kids at home. Deliveries cause a commotion at school. Birthday invitations should be handled at home so no one's feelings get hurt at school.
That makes sense to me. What about state testing and all that junk? Can I just skip it?
No way. It is important for everyone to be here during ICE and MAP testing. Get lots of sleep and eat well before these tests. Do you know why?
Not really.
Well, group testing is important. It helps us know which classes you should be in and what your best learning style is. We use this info to help you learn and to make sure you are making progress.
Wow. I had no idea it was that important. Thanks for the tip. Hey, do we ever take field trips?
I'm glad you asked. We take one field trip a year. Your teachers will give you more information when it is time. They will go over the rules and send home a permission slip. Make sure you are showing good behavior all year so that you will have the privilege of attending.
I will, because I love field trips. Don't you?
Yes, they make my head spin. Now, on to more serious business. Your teacher will read about emergency situations. We practice these so we are always prepared. Listen and read along with your teacher.
What happens if I lose something at TMS?
Write your name on everything. Remember that you are responsible for your things, including textbooks. We have a couple of lost and found areas in our school. There is one by the office and in both gyms. The best thing to do is keep your stuff organized and put your name on them.
So we're not just responsible in October, right?
Hectares, huh? You were funny. And you remembered the character trait for October. Speaking of responsibility, we must talk about phone use in the school.
Oh goody. Can I text my friends?
Sorry, no can do. We have phones in most classrooms and in the office. If you need to call home, you must ask a teacher to use the phone. If you bring a cell phone to school, you must keep it turned off and out of sight. The only time you can use it is with teacher permission. Do you understand why we have this rule?
I do. It would get very disruptive and crazy if kids were texting all day. We would never learn anything, and we are here to learn.
You are a very bright girl. You understand all that could happen at school if cell phones or other electronic devices are abused. Your teacher will talk more about this and tell you the consequences if you choose to disobey the rules. Posting things to Facebook can be dangerous and damaging to others. At school, we must have a safe environment for everyone. That is why we have these cell phone rules. I am glad you get what I am saying. Now your teacher will tell you about medical things that have to do with school.
There sure is a lot to remember at TMS.
Indeed there is. That is why you must go over the handbook rules again with your parents.
Yes, and get the yellow slip signed when we are done and bring it back to school.
I think you are really smart. You will make the honor roll for sure. Now I am going to tell you the cafeteria and bus rules. These are part of the school too, so school rules still apply. Food service people and bus drivers deserve your respect and kindness.
I am so gonna be nice to them. Without a safe ride to school and food, yeesh, I would be in bad shape.
Right on, sister. Okay, here goes.
Hey, can I read it?
Rock on.
1. Line up to get lunch. 2. Be quiet, no yelling. 3. Find a place to sit, no table hopping. 4. Put the tray in trash where it is supposed to go when I am done. 5. No food throwing. 6. No food outside the cafeteria. 7. Follow the rules of the adult supervisors. 8. Clean your own spot. 9. Do not trade food. 10. Don't buy food for other kids. 11. No sodas or vending machine snacks.
Nice reading. If you forget your lunch, we will let you call home if we can, or the cafeteria will give you a lunch and a drink for that day. The vending machines are for after-school events only. You cannot buy things out of them during the school day.
Seems pretty simple. Can I read the bus rules now?
You go, girl.
1. Obey the driver. 2. Classroom conduct on the bus. 3. Be on time. 4. Wait until the bus stops completely before getting on or off. 5. Do not stand in the road while waiting for the bus. 6. Keep heads and hands inside the bus. 7. Keep the bus safe and clean. 8. Stay seated while the bus is in motion. 9. Do not damage any part of the bus inside or out. 10. Be careful not to leave stuff on the bus. 11. Do not throw anything on the bus or out the windows. 12. In case of emergency, follow the bus driver's directions. 13. Do not ask the bus driver to stop other places. 14. No eating, drinking, or chewing gum on the bus. 15. You must have written permission from parents of both students and get office and bus driver permission to change buses or to get off at a different stop. 16. Only students from our schools can ride our buses. 17. Remain seated at all times. 18. No bad language.
Great work. Remember, if you do not follow these rules, you could lose bus privileges. There are cameras on every bus, so your actions and words are being recorded. This is used to protect all students and the driver. We want everyone to get to school safely.
What do I wear to school? Where should I keep all my stuff? And what will happen if any of the rules are not followed? Will I get in big trouble?
Your teacher will go over the rest of the handbook. It covers all your questions and more.
TMS Crusaders rock. Thank you for all the tips and advice. I know middle school will be fun this year.